What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on out there, fight fans? It is the homie, main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, going down on Thursdays and Sundays here on Main Man, Made Man's Boxing, man. What's up, fight fans? Just thought I'd get on here real quick before I head out, man. Wanted to get on here, get a quick word with the fam, and I want to talk about something real quick. And that is this supposed mystery fight, you know, between Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao. Now, we all know that Mikey Garcia has been one of the latest names that's been added to the Pacquiao sweepstakes, you know, and of all the welterweights that are hoping to get a shot at the great Manny Pacquiao. Well, everybody that they're talking about, from Terrence Crawford to Earl Spence Jr. To Mikey Garcia, I believe that Mikey Garcia has the most closest chance, and that's just my opinion. I could be wrong there. I don't know. What's up, Dimitri? What's up with you, man? What's up? Salute to your family. Dimitri Cohen in the building, man. Always good to have you slide on through, fam. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But talking about this Mikey Garcia, maybe showdown. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mikey Garcia told everybody prior to him going to face Jesse Vargas, him and Manny Pacquiao was in deep talks. You know what I'm saying? Or supposedly in talks. And everything was going good up until the coronavirus happened. So this now, we had a pause. We don't know who Manny Pacquiao is going to fight next. Let me put that as a disclosure before we get into this fight. We don't know who Manny Pacquiao is going to choose next. Names are floating from everywhere. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the Pacquiao sweepstakes. But in this case, well, remember when Manny Pacquiao went to the Earl Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? And I told folks back then, I said the reason I thought that Manny Pacquiao was at that fight was to scope out Mikey Garcia. If Mikey Garcia would have beaten Earl Spence, I believe that Manny Pacquiao would have called him out right then and there in the middle of the ring. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tank Nation in the building? What's up, homie? What's goody, man? Salute to you. Salute to all of the fans. So I think that, you know, that's the reason that Pacquiao, you know, went to the show to begin with. However, things didn't work out that way. So now Manny Pacquiao's like, oh, I didn't know it was going to work out this way. Why am I in the ring? No one, I didn't come for Earl. He came for Mikey, I believe. You know what I mean? So let's talk about this fight, though. Do anybody out there think Mikey Garcia will beat Manny Pacquiao? I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all from the skip. I'm favoring and leaning towards Manny Pacquiao. Stylistically, in every category of the boxing, I think Manny Pacquiao is better than Mikey Garcia. We're going to break it down, though. We're going to break it down. Now, Mikey Garcia, what does he like to do? Mikey Garcia loves to be in position. He loves to be in a position, meaning that he's willing to take a bit of incoming fire, but he's a patient dude. Real patient, willing to let you fire off on him. He's going to try to catch as much as he can. But his defense is, if I had to grade it, C+, B-, in my opinion. B- at best, you know what I mean? So he'll catch a couple punches here and there. But he is always willing to wait you out. And no matter what you fire off at him, he's always looking to reset if he got to and get right back into position. Like I say, taking incoming fire if he got to get there. But as soon as he gets into his position, that's when he feels comfortable to let his hands go. Usually in the form of a 1-2, maybe downstairs. But once he get, and it's never like really close up on you, Mikey likes to have a little bit of distance, just enough that he can, you know, get that full extension off. And once he gets there, that's where he lets his hands go. That's Mikey Garcia. He ain't the type of dude that's going to do a lot of wasted punches. He ain't going to waste a lot of energy. That ain't Mikey Garcia. Mikey going in there to be patient. He's going in there to wait you out, fire off at him, but I'm going to keep on stalking you. And once I get into position, bang, 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 and he throws hard. Those hard shots, those from the waist, those from the legs. So he's patient. Always strikes when the time is right. No wasted punches. Loves to plant and throw within that comfortable range. Gets hits with a lot of looping shots. I recently took in the Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas fight. Notice that Jesse Vargas was having a hell of a lot of success with those looping shots. He was keeping Mikey at bay, doing a good job. We all knew, given that Jesse Vargas was coming down in weight, it was just a matter of time before he was going to put out. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened. Early on in that fight, he was doing a great job keeping Mikey at bay with distance and looping shots. Keep moving his feet, keeping him in that distance, looping shots, until eventually Mikey just warmed down by that patience, that consistentness of just, all right, I'm just going to keep on weathering your little storms, get right within distance, bing, bing, bing. You know what I'm saying? And Jesse couldn't sustain what he was doing, in my opinion. That's because I thought he was on his way to 50. He was up at 54. He had to come back down. Mikey brought him back down to 47. He knew it. He knew it. But those looping shots, they were getting around Mikey's guard. Jesse was throwing them joints from distance. They was looping around Mikey's high guard. I'm telling you, Joe, man, Jesse Vargas to me showed me that Mikey in them looping shots, I don't know. I don't know. All right, now, not to mention, Jesse didn't have nearly the pop that I believe that a Manny Pacquiao would have. Not nearly the pop. So, I don't know, bro. The thing is even with Earl Spence Jr., when Mikey was coming forward, everybody said, yo, Mikey wasn't letting his hands go. Mikey wasn't letting his hands go. Mikey wasn't swinging. What was up with that shit? We never seen Mikey in that fashion. Mainly because Mikey, when he was getting into position, Earl wouldn't stay there. Like, Mikey had to keep on reset. He kept resetting Mikey. Mikey didn't feel comfortable. Mikey likes to get into that comfortable slack first, then let go. Earl wasn't letting him get comfortable at all, keeping him at bay, long shots, jab right, jab left hand, keeping it long on him, and not letting him get comfortable. Every time you think you're going to get within my range and get comfortable, bing, 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 and I'm gone. And that's the thing that was troubling Mikey. That's why Mikey couldn't never get off, because he just never got into that comfortable zone like he did with Jesse Vargas and a lot of other fighters. So the question is Manny Pacquiao going to allow Mikey Garcia to get into that comfort zone where I'm just going to let you stand right here in front of me, eat all my shots, then I'm going to stand here and allow you to get into that distance that you like to get to and fire off hard shots? Is Manny Pacquiao going to allow that? Would he allow that? My thing is this. Manny is a volume puncher, right? We all know Manny Pacquiao to be a little volume man. You know what I mean? A little Energizer Bunny. You know what I mean? That's Manny Pacquiao. Boop, 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 all over the place. That's what Manny's known for, right? The question is how long? Now, I just told y'all, Mikey waited out Jesse Vargas to the second half of that fight. He was taking a lot of incoming fire from Jesse early. But what did he do? Rounds 5, 6 is where you start to see the tide really, really turning. You know what I mean? So, same way with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao may come out as this volume puncher that we all know. And remember the Keith Thurman fight. Manny didn't sustain that. He took a lot of rounds off in the Keith Thurman fight, right? Took some rounds off. So though he's that volume puncher we've already known him to be, you know, he's aging. Is it going to be enough? Can he sustain that volume punching going down the stretch with Mikey? Now, if Mikey, who sometimes can be a little too patient for my liking, but it works for him. He's a good timing. He times shots very well. He's patient. No wasted punches. It works for him. Will he allow Manny to get too many shots off to keep him at bay? How accurate will Manny be? Can Manny sustain it? I see Manny taking rounds off down the stretch with Mikey, especially in those middle rounds. Manny's going to try to grab him early, take some off in the middle, maybe put on a late run in the end if nothing ain't happening at that point. But I think those middle rounds, Manny going to have to take off. I don't see him being able to sustain the volume to keep Mikey at bay. Manny has a shorter reach than, say, Earl and Jesse Vargas, where they kept, for the most part, was hitting Mikey good at distance. And I'm using the welterweights, if y'all notice, because Mikey's at welterweight right now. But they had the length. Manny doesn't have the length. Manny got them little short little arms. What Keith Thurman called them, the T-Rex arms. He got them little teeny little arms, but they fast. There's a devastating left hand in it, which at the end of the day, he still got them little teeny little. So he's not going to have the benefit of distance. Will that be a problem for Manny? Will Mikey feel confident enough to be able to weave through some of Manny's punches and corner him and then try to hit him with hard shots? Will Manny allow that? Manny don't have the longest reach, as say like Earl in him. And I think Mikey will fight an opponent that has a shorter reach, especially his size and height. Well, I think he has a much better chance. That length definitely gives Mikey some problems because he's a little fat dude, little stout little dude for real. Little stout little dude. And his body only moves but so much. But a guy that's short that Mikey can get up on and deliver them hard shots to, the question is, will Manny allow it? Manny got very good footwork. Manny can get out of a trap if he needs to. Them calves are still on 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So we'll know. I don't know. Tank Nation says Mikey has a chance, but Pac might be a little bit too much. Yeah, I think that volume punching, bro. I think that's going to be an issue. I think that's going to be an issue. And the fact that Manny Pacquiao's footwork is much better than, say, Jesse Vargas can get him out of trouble and make up for the fact that he doesn't have the long reach. No, I don't know. Manny can crack. Manny can crack. Just like Earl Spence Jr. can definitely crack. We all know that, right? Earl can definitely crack. Manny can crack. I mean, shit, he just dropped one time. You know what I'm saying? Manny can definitely crack. And will that be enough to make Mikey think twice? Well, if he does get into that comfort zone and Manny lands a devastating straight left down the pipe, well, will that make Mikey a little bit more honest? See, he started to get a hell of a lot more honest against Earl Spence Jr. as that fight progressed. Mikey was getting more unsure and more unsure and more unsure as that fight progressed. Earl had him so honest. And then in the second half of that fight, when Earl turned it up to the next level and started putting heavy leather on Mikey, Mikey said, shit, I got to slow it down. I can't just keep walking through all of that. This dude can crack. Manny can crack. Manny can crack. And he got a sneaky little left hand. Sneaky little left hand. I don't know. I don't know, Mikey. You want Manny to be firing off with you with that left hand? That's the question. Manny won't be drained. This is a weight that Manny has been fighting at for how many years now? Comfortable weight. Manny is used to fighting bigger men. In this case, it could be considered the smaller man. But I'm going to tell you straight like this. Manny won't be drained. This ain't a Jesse Vargas. The thing with Manny ain't supposedly weight that would keep him going down the stretch. It's age. It's wear and tear. It's what we saw in the Keith Thurman fight where he had to take some time off, as to be expected, though. I mean, the one thing that people got to understand about a great fighter that also makes them great is that they know how to manage their energy, manage their stamina, know when to turn it on and turn it off throughout a fight. That, to me, takes a lot of smarts to know, okay, I can't get caught up in the moment. I need to take this time off because in round 7 and 8, I'm going to be breathing hard. I'm going to be breathing a little too hard. When you can manage yourself mid-fight, that's not easy. You can get hit, get cracked. You know how people is once you get hit with the old saying go. Everybody got a plan until they get hit, right? Well, you get hit and the plan go out the window. You ain't thinking of. But for a person to sit back and say, you know what, I got to take this time off so I can go down the stretch. That doesn't show cowardness to me. That shows hella boxing IQ. That's one thing that man he's shown he's willing to do. If he took some time off against Keith, and he had to do it, but he came back just in time to pull that fight over the finish line. So age will be the issue going down the stretch with Mikey, not so much weight. Manny will be the faster fighter, I believe. That's one thing that Mikey has. Mikey has very, very good timing. One of his best attributes is timing shots. But I believe that Manny has definitely the faster hand. I thought Jesse Vargas' hands were faster than Mikey's. Maybe I'm tripping, fight fans, but I honestly thought Jesse Vargas' hands were a bit faster than Mikey's. Since Mikey has came up to 4-7, he has definitely slowed down. He doesn't look nearly as fast as he did down at third. He wasn't already the fastest person in the world, but he's definitely slowed down. That extra weight on him definitely slowed his punches down a little bit. But his timing is still there. His timing is still there. You know what I mean? Remember, Juan Manuel Marquez, the way he slept Manny Pacquiao ass was the perfect time shot. Perfect, on the button. It is like the shot of the decade. I can't even think of a more perfectly placed shot in boxing, the way that Marquez placed that shot. A jacked up ass Marquez, though, but whatever. The way he placed that shot. And timing. We all know the old saying, timing beats speed. Well, who else got better timing than Mikey Garcia? But he just lets too many punches, to me, slip through them cracks. I mean, Manny Pacquiao, I think he's going to be hitting them with 4 or 5, in them first 4 or 5 rounds, Manny going to be letting off 5-6 piece combinations on Mikey. And then he going to get them off. Mikey may slip that, but Manny has to be careful because Mikey will slip a punch through them punches and land smack on Manny's chin. That is who knows? I could be off here, fight fans. The one great thing that Mikey got going into that fight will be timing, bro. He can time the shit out of Manny. I think that Mikey does have the ability. He will time the shit out of Manny Pacquiao. He'll take, like I say, he'll take some incoming fire to time them one or two good shots. That's Mikey Garcia. It'll be a close fight. It'll be an interesting fight. I'm leaning towards Manny Pacquiao. Do I think he stops Mikey Garcia? Nah, I think he'll beat him on the cards. I think the judges will see it, man. I think he will even convince a lot of the judges with all of the punches and the overwhelming punching. But I don't know, man. It can be argued. Some people could come back with a counter argument and say, yo, I believe that Mikey gonna have the clean shots. That'd be an interesting debate. If you believe that Mikey's shots will be much more crisp and clean down going through Pacquiao's or hitting gloves, and maybe one or two of them might just land. But if you think that Mikey will be some of you may think that Mikey gonna be the more composed fighter, and he'll just take his time, and he'll get Pacquiao. Let Pacquiao work off like he did to Jesse Vargas. Let him work. Let him work. I'm just gonna get through here, get in position, and eventually it's gonna wear Pacquiao down. Some of y'all may believe that. I don't know. I'm gonna rock towards Manny though. I think the experience, the footwork, the hand speed, the power, those are all help Manny Pacquiao. The only things that he'll have going against him is the length, the height, the ability he can be timed. Those things will be going against Manny Pacquiao in this fight, but I think he pulls it out. Unanimous, majority decision, whichever one you want. I think it'll be a unanimous decision. I give it to Manny Pacquiao by a 3-round march. Two to 3 round march. 2 to 3. It'll be a close fight. I don't see a blowout by far. I don't see Manny stopping Mikey. None of that shit. You know what I mean? 2 to 3 rounds. 2 to 3 round fight margin for Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion. That's what I think takes this fight. But it'll be a great fight. It'll be a great fight. It'll be a great fight. Murray Rose Gonzaga, salute. Garcia wants the money. He knows he has no chance against Manny Pacquiao. Absolutely. One thing about Mikey Garcia. Always been that man in the boardroom. Always been the one who knows exactly where to go and how to find the money, sniff the money. The man got $7 million. $7 million, fight fans, with Jesse Vargas. Unbelievable. Kell Brook, eat your heart out. Eat your heart out, you dumbass. How the hell does Mikey Garcia get $7 million for Jesse Vargas and you don't? What up? But yeah, you're right. Mikey about that money. Mikey, but that's why he's hunting down Manny Pacquiao. I believe that might just be a retirement check for Mikey Garcia. I don't know. That may just be the end of the road for Mike. I can't think of anything big at that point unless it's turns. And if Mikey wins, now of course he goes on. Humongous fights in the future for Mikey Garcia. But right now, nah, man. Mikey hunting down Pac for the money. If I had it my way, does Mikey get the first crack at Manny Pacquiao? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's just get that well out there. But this is just a fight that's being floated around as a very big possibility. Like I said, we heard Mikey Garcia saying prior to coronavirus, they were talking. They were close to it, some sort of something. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that stopped them from talking is the coronavirus. Now, Pacquiao been talking to everybody. We done heard Crawford. We done heard Khan. We done heard Earl. We done heard Danny. We done heard everybody. Everybody. Pacquiao is talking to everybody. But in my opinion, if I had to choose out of the whole group who Manny chooses, I think he's going towards Mike. I could be wrong. I didn't think he'd take Keith, so I could be wrong. But I think he's going towards Mike. Let me know what y'all think. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love to the whole fam. I see y'all Sunday for We Talking Boxing. Just wanted to kind of get this out there. A little something good listening for y'all to listen to on your job or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, holler at the homie, man. I see y'all Sunday. Much love to the fam. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love to you all. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe on the 4th, man. All day. To the next one. Peace out.